The Gambiti is the strongest and most powerful of the Liberty City Cosa Nostra families in the Commission. The Gambiti were led by Sonny Cangelosi until his death in 1978, when he was succeeded by his nephew John Gravelli, who led the Gambiti until his own death in 2008. They are based in Broker, Dukes, and Algonquin. Gravelli claims they have controlled many lucrative rackets, including window cleaning services and bus lines, since 1958. During the events of GTA 4, the Gambiti crime family came into conflict with the Korean Mob, Ancelotti crime family, and the Raskolov family. Through the help of Niko Bellic, the family get rid of their problems with all the other crime families. Once Niko is done, John Gravelli shows his gratitude by bringing Darko Breivik into the country. The Gambiti family are also mentioned in GTA 5 during a random event in which the player must rescue Sammy Bottino's daughter from being buried alive on Polito Bay. The Gambiti family is based on the Gambino crime family, widely regarded as one of the most powerful and respected mafia families of New York City. The Petrovic crime syndicate, also called Mafia and the Bratva, is part of the Russian organized crime operating primarily in Liberty City, and is probably the biggest Russian organized crime family in the US. It plays a minor role in GTA 4, yet serves as the main protagonist's affiliation in its multiplayer. The boss of the organization, Kenny Petrovic, believed to be the most powerful Russian kingpin in Liberty City, and possibly America. The syndicate involved in all types of criminal activities, including drug trade, vehicle thefts, and racketeering. Russian criminals can be encountered in Hove Beach, Firefly Island, and Beachgate, wearing suits, leather jackets, casual clothes and sport attire, and driving Rebla, Shafter, Uranus, and Ingot. After Niko Bellic becomes an associate of the Faustin Mafia, he can't be attacked by Russian mobsters under any circumstances, being the part of Russian organized crime as well. Petrovic's crime syndicate supplies the Lost MC with methamphetamine, which probably served as the reason for their rivalries, Angels of Death, to destroy one of Petrovic's meth labs. The North Holland Hustlers are an African-American street gang in Grand Theft Auto 4, operating in northern Algonquin, Liberty City, that specialize in dealing crack cocaine, but, as the name suggests, probably involved in all types of criminal activity. The gang also might have ties to the Pavano family through Joe Corolla, who supplies dealers in North Holland with heroin. The year of foundation of the gang is unknown, but one of the members, Javon Simpson, was a small-time drug dealer during the crack boom in early 90s. Members of the gang can be identified by their flashy, hip-hop-inspired attire. The gang members can often be seen hanging in groups around the projects in North Holland and Northwood, as well as walking the streets and driving vehicles around these areas. Judging by their conflicts with Playboy X and Dwayne Forge, the gang is probably small-time and can't afford itself an open war with such opponents, preferring insults and denunciations. During the storyline of Grand Theft Auto 4, Niko Bellic encounters members of the gang twice. Both times the encounter leads to murder. Niko kills Marlon Bridges, young and ambitious drug dealer from North Holland Hustlers, for insulting Playboy X. The Spanish Lords are a Puerto Rican gang featured in Grand Theft Auto 4. They are one of the largest street gangs operating in GTA 4, having influence across virtually all boroughs, except Broker. In Alderney City, since they share their turf with the Korean Mob, they don't attack each other and may even drive around in cars with Koreans in the passenger seat. Some are seen wearing t-shirts with the word Boricua printed on them, a term that derives from the pre-Columbian Taino Indian language of Puerto Rico, which means Puerto Rican. Sometimes, if you hit a car belonging to one while he's in it, the gang member will come out with a knife. At night, they usually walk around with micro SMGs and pistols in case of fights. Their name, Spanish Lords, is a play on their real-life counterpart, the Latin Kings. Both gangs flash black and yellow, and both have Puerto Ricans as the majority of its members. They may also be based off of association needus due to the fact that some members flash the said gang's colors, such as those on the Puerto Rican flag and even the flag itself. This is not unusual, as Rockstar mixed up several gangs' traits from their real-life counterparts to avoid favoritism. The McCreery crime family is a family of Irish-American criminals based throughout Liberty City, headed by the McCreery brothers. They operate in Dukes and formerly the West Side in Purgatory, Algonquin. They play a large role in Grand Theft Auto 4. The gang can be seen in Steinway, Dukes. Members of the gang wear casual clothes, sometimes with green color or Irish symbolism, and some have ginger hair. They drive modified Ubermacht Oracles and green contenders. If Niko is attacked by a pedestrian, a McCreery crime family associate may come and assist Niko and will fight the pedestrian. However, they usually will just beat the pedestrian until they decide to run away and not usually kill them. The gang controlled Purgatory and Algonquin, as well as most of Dukes and Broker, but the expansion of the Italian Mafia and Russian Bratva gangs encroached on their empire. The McCreerys are mostly based on the Westies, which were an Irish-American criminal organization. Just like the McCreerys, the Westies operated in Hell's Kitchen, which Purgatory is based on.
The Westies too eventually lost influence in Hell's Kitchen due to gentrification.
The Jewish Mob is a criminal organization which deals in diamond trading. Isaac Roth, a Hasidic Jew, appears to be the boss of the operation, with Maury Green, an Orthodox Jew, as the underboss and his right-hand man. All members of the Jewish Mob wear suits and ties, with jeans.
Their vehicles of choice are black PMP 600s.
In their first appearance, which coincidentally is the Impossible Trinity trio of missions, they are dealing $2 million with Ray Bacino for diamonds.
Ray sends Nico Bellic and Johnny Klebitz to conduct the deal.
Since the diamonds were stolen from Tony Prince and Luis Lopez, Luis appears on the scene and ambushes the deal. The Jewish Mob is based on the Jewish American organized crime movement in New York City. Jewish organized crime figures such as Benjamin Bugsy Siegel were a driving force behind the development of the Las Vegas Strip. Siegel was not only influential within the Jewish Mob, but along with his childhood friend and fellow gangster Meyer Lansky, also held significant influence within the Italian-American Mafia and the largely Italian-Jewish National Crime Syndicate. The Albanian gang is based in Little Bay, Bowen, Liberty City, which operates mainly in loan sharking, blackmailing, extortion, and working as hired thugs for larger organizations such as the Ancelotti family. They are rarely seen in Little Bay during the daytime, and mostly seen at night.
Albanian immigrants make up the majority of the gang.
They mostly wear colorful biker jackets, sports fatigues, camouflage cargo pants, and cheap suit jackets.
The Albanians drive red Hakamai and red-black photo sedans, while Dardan Petrella appears to own a personal beige Willard.
The Albanians are likely inspired by Albanian organized criminal groups operating in New York, such as the Root Edge Organization and Albanian Boys Incorporated, due to the fact that most of the time they were used as enforcers for the Italian Mafia, and were engaged in small-time crimes such as sticks-ups and burglaries mirroring their real-life counterparts. The Albanians are never referred to specifically as a mob, although they do behave like a gang and likely have a hierarchy. Clay Simons always refers to them specifically as Eastern Euro Fs or tracksuit-wearing Mother Fs. The Skinheads, also known as dealers from Game Files, are a small-time gang in Grand Theft Auto 4 and The Lost and Damned. They are depicted as low-level drug peddlers, car thieves, and thugs with serious drug habits. They are most commonly found in the more deprived parts of Algonquin, although pockets of them can be found all over the city.
Known members include Jimmy Can and Marty Baldeno. Unlike most gangs, they don't appear to be a very organized or disciplined gang. Skinheads are thin, young Caucasian males with a very distinctive appearance.
They are not really a gang in the files, rather they are special dealer pedestrians. Due to this, they don't have any weapons, nor do they drive unique vehicles. The Skinheads also may take influence from early skinheads in the UK, judging from their good relationship with the Yardies and incorporating of Rasta/Jamaican symbolism in their outfits. Their appearances resemble the appearances of Tim Armstrong and Lars Frederiksen from the ska punk band Rancid.
This is further evidenced by one skinhead having bunks tattooed on his forehead, a clear reference to Lars Frederiksen's skunks tattoo.